Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank, the community bank where you come first. My final guest today on Spotlight is the Naperville Evening Kiwanis. And I'd like to welcome Gary Reese, who is their president, and Mike Markowitz, who is a member of the Kiwanis. So welcome, gentlemen. I'm glad you're with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So Gary, we're going to start with you, and we'd love to hear a little bit. Evening Kiwanis, tell us about them.
Well, the Naperville Evening Kiwanis is made up, we're a service organization for the community, hands-on mostly. We have currently 84 members, and last year we did over 11,000 community service hours.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of busy work, a lot of hands-on work, from loaves and fishes to feed my starving children, to adopt the park, to family shelter services. A lot of activities that we do. Keeps us busy, which is what we want.
Okay. Mike, tell us what drew you to the Kiwanis.
Well, for me, it was late in my professional career, and I was really looking for something to do, basically, and also something to give back to the community. So Kiwanis offered an ideal opportunity for camaraderie with men and women my age, and also to do community service. So that was what appealed to me the most.
I think that's great. Service and social.
Right.
It's always a good combination.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit, because you mentioned a couple of kinds of things that you're involved in. Tell us a little bit more, if you would, about some of those community service projects that you guys get engaged with.
Let's think about that now. I go with one of the things we do is the Feed My Starving Children, where we help, and a lot of the community activities are doing that, where they prepare packages of food to ship overseas and that type of thing. The other one that is very popular that we're involved in is Meals on Wheels, where we have every member has one day a week to deliver the Meals on Wheels.
That's great.
Then we do the videos where we deliver from the library. We take the videos to the very senior citizens' locations. So there's a lot of activities that are involved in there.
A lot of those day-to-day tasks that people need help with.
Yeah, a couple of things I would even add to that, Gary, is one is called a Road to Recovery. And that's we give rides to people who are going for cancer treatment. Sometimes it's downtown Chicago, sometimes it's other areas around the area. And you know, almost 1/2 of our total service hours are devoted directly to Edward Hospital. So we are a major presence there doing various tasks.
I'm not sure that people knew that. I think that's terrific. Right. That's really amazing. Now, you have got a big event coming up. It's the 60th anniversary of your Pancake Festival.
Right.
That's one of your top 3 fundraisers. So tell us a little bit about that event that's coming up.
Yeah, the Pancake Festival, you know, it's really a community event. It's a long-term project. Again, as you mentioned, it's going to be our 60th year. Every year.
Pancakes are fresh. Right. Event is 60 years old.
Right, yeah, right, right. And it's all you can eat. And like I say, it's a community event. Our entertainment is provided by 6 or 7 of the junior high school bands in Naperville. We have all kinds of activities. DuPage Children's Museum does face painting and provide games for children. We have some magic acts and things, just general things to really entertain people, and it's really a fun time.
So it's a good time to come in.
We have a lot of families that come every year, and on a yearly basis, we expect around 3,000 people. That's a lot of pancakes.
That's a lot of pancakes,
right.
Yeah.
We've had neighbors that have moved different parts of Naperville, and every year they join at the same time to sit around the table and catch up to what their families are doing.
Right. So you're kind of watching people grow up while you're providing this service. You're watching people grow up, and then where does the money go? So you, with 3,000 pancakes, that's a lot of probably quite a bit of money that gets raised.
Currently, we have 24 locations or charities that we donate and spread that money around.
Okay.
The needs are great. You could never raise enough money, but we do the best we can with what we have to work with.
That's great. Now, you guys are also, you're getting very involved and have been very involved in developing this whole philanthropic spirit and the leadership at a younger age.
Yes.
With your Builders program and the Key Clubs. Tell us a little bit about that, Gary.
Well, one of the major things, or one of our missions, is to develop leaders for tomorrow. And we're involved with CKI, Circle K, which is at the college level at North Central College, and then we're involved with the key clubs in the area, and a lot of people are familiar with the key clubs. And then also new to us this last year, we've got the Builders Club, which is the middle school age group. And these are young kids, young men and women that volunteer, and they bring energy. And I mean energy. They come to a lot of our fundraisers. They're involved in our Peanut Day, the Pancake Festival. They interact with all ages, and they're just, they're good to work with.
I think it's very interesting because I think volunteers are not born, they're raised. And I think you're really helping raise another generation of volunteers who will continue on the good work that you guys are doing.
That's right. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Well, you could feel the excitement from our members when they interact with the youth.
Yeah.
It's just, they're all grandparents type thing, and they love them, love them.
So now how do people get involved with the Kiwanis? If I was interested in getting involved, what's that process?
Well, I guess what I would say to that is the best thing to do would be to want to come to one of our meetings. We meet every Monday evening at 6 o'clock, 6:15 on the Education Center at Edward Hospital. Because of all of our involvement with the hospital, all the hours we do for them community service, they provide us with a meeting room, and then of course we order a meal through the hospital. So we have a dinner, and then we have a business meeting. And if somebody who wants to learn about Naperville Kiwanis, the best thing would be to come to one of our meetings, get a chance to see what we do and what goes on, and then decide for yourself whether it's something you might be interested in or not.
I think that's great.
We
That's great.
provide both a social and an educational experience,
Right.
if you will, at our meetings.
Yeah.
If you will, this past Monday we had Ray McCurry, the head of the Park District, came and talked about what the Park District is doing today and going forward. And a week before that, we had somebody from the organization of Coming Home. This is the military people that are coming home that may or may not have rides, and the welcoming home they receive to them. So we have a variety of speakers that talk about the community activities, which again engages us into where our needs and where we can spend our time.
Yeah. It's interesting to me how many different things you're involved in, and that seems to be one of the nice things. And I just, final question to you is if you were to tell people one thing that would draw them to the Kiwanis, what would that be?
I guess it would be, come for the friendship, the camaraderie, and the giving back to the community. I mean, there's no way, we do so many different things. There's no way any one of us could be involved in all of them. But everyone will find something that they can relate to and get involved in and enjoy.
That's great.
Our statement this year theme is inspiration. And I close every meeting with Kiwanis. It's what we do and how we do it is an inspiration to the community. And that's true. We all inspire how we do it. You mentioned we inspire volunteers with the youth activities we have. We inspire activities at our Pancake Festival, Peanut Day. Families remember that their grandparents was a Kiwanian, and so their children or grandchildren become Kiwanians.
That's wonderful. I think that's a great note to end on. And if you are inspired, one of the things we'd like you to do is remember that the 60th anniversary of the Kiwanis Pancake Festival is on Saturday, March 21st. It's at Naperville Central High School. You'll be able to visit their website to get more information. We thank you for being with us today, and we're going to be right back with more Spotlight.
Okay.